Hello everyone! In this video I would like to show you how we Hungarians learn to sing and to play music, and I would like to talk about a solmization system. This is called solmization and it has many types around the world. You are most likely familiar with the basics like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. You must have heard that. And in Hungary we have a little bit more complex system and we also make it relative. Let me explain what that is. It's very useful if you would like to listen to a song and be able to play it almost immediately in any key. So stick around, it's good stuff. Great! Now here we are, Sommization system in Hungary. Here you can see a piece of the piano, as you can see, or maybe a vibraphone, I don't know. But here you can see white and black keys. And from C to E, but we are going to go from C to actually B, yeah, in our case, because that's maybe just one octave that we are going to talk about. By the way, in many languages the B is called an age. I mean Ha in Germany, for example, and in Hungary this is a Ha, but this is not especially important for us. We can just stick to our solmization system. And let's go and check it out. If you feel a little bit confused, which you might, you can download the whole document. It's down below. Just click on it and download. And also, it is a little bit confusing because you have these strokes over the vowels, as you can see here in the bottom line, also somewhere here. And this is actually because in Hungary we have 14 vowels in our alphabet. And we are indicating whether a vowel is pronounced long or short. And if you see a stroke or maybe two strokes over a vowel, it means that it is long. And if it's just a dot or maybe two dots, then it's short. And also we say the S and the Z together as an S. And if you see just an S in the Hungarian language, just like Budapest, that's called with an S, it is always pronounced as an Esh. So our capital city is actually Budapest. So that's maybe some information that you wanted to know about. So don't be so confused. This is actually here where you see do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. These are the white keys. And in our example, we are going to stick to the idea that C is always do. So that's the idea of many cultures, and in many languages this is how people learn to play music, and I think that's called an absolute solmization system. In our system we are going to change our do, which comes later. That's why we call it a relative solmization system. So now, because I want to be really precise, that's a C, right? C. And now we are going to go with do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And then do. That's actually that you might be familiar with. By the way, this here is in many languages actually a C. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. Or in Japanese they say shi. But in Hungary it's T. And if you go further, you can see that you also have black keys on a piano, obviously. And you have the sharps and the flats. And in Hungary we do have special names for all of those. And this is how they are. You can see here the sharps, right? Here the sharps and here the B's, or the flats. We also call them actually B in Hungary, so that's why I say B, but it's actually, if I say B, it's a flat, right? So you can see here do, do, and then C sharp, that would be D. I try to put them so together so that these are the white ones and these are the black ones, so you might have some idea. So do, di, re, and so forth. This is how it goes. And we also have the flats. The sharps always end on an I, actually, because they are a little bit higher than the original sound or tone. So that's why di, ri, fi, si, li, as you can see. And the flats are ending on an a, also a or a, whichever you like. Also in the case of la, because it's already a la, we had to change that. So the flat la is actually a lu. Some people say lo. Actually, I learned lo in school and then I just changed it to lu because that's the official one. And this is how this works. So we have special words for C sharp, D sharp, and C flat, D flat. So all the sharps and flats. And the reason for this actually is that, for example, in Japan where I live, they don't have that. They have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and or shi at the end. And for example, if I have an F sharp, right? So I think I might be a little bit. No, that was kind of okay. So that's a C. Do, re, mi, fa, fi, so. This is how we sing it actually in Hungarian. Do, re, mi, fa, fi, so. And in Japan, people would say do, re, mi, fa, so. And this is really, really confusing because you don't know which fa they sing. Fa. Which one was that, right? And in Hungary, we make a difference between the tones, and that's the most important thing. Because if you have this, you basically have a piano in your head. So you can imagine also, if you do this solmization, you can imagine a piano and playing the notes or the tones that you can listen to or you listen to. And this is very easy because what I sing, I immediately can play, right? And here comes the next thing, which I'm going to show you on the piano. I have to say, I'm not a piano player, so I am a percussionist, so I used to learn how to play the drums and other percussions. So I play the marimba, also the vibes, which is basically a piano, right? But my fingers aren't going to be in the right position, so sorry about that. But still, I think that I can give you a basic understanding of the idea. So let's go to the piano then. So here we are at the piano, and this is a C, right? So we can sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Maybe I should sing where this is. Right? Do, 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 do. And the thing that we can actually do is that we change our do depending on which major or minor tone we are. So if you have a song like in F major, right? If you would do that with absolute solmization, that would be a fa, sol, la, so, fa. But if you have just a simple melody like right, then you could say that do, you can change your do and put it to fa, and now this one is your do. And you say that do, so, do, so, do, so, do, mi, so. This is how this works. You can do it in F sharp. Do, so, do, so, do, so, do, mi, so. Right? And wherever you want it. Right? And this is actually very, very easy because I can easily transpose any melody I would like to play. Let's take an example like Monty's Csárdas. This is actually a very interesting melody, and it's in D minor, or D minor, and at the end in D major. And if I listen to the melody, don't look at my fingers, they are terrible, I know. Right? So I listen to the melody and I don't sing la, 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 I don't know, la, 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 la. That would be really, really funny, like in Japan. So I would say this one is my la. D is my la because it's in D minor. And this one is my mi, right? Mi. So I would sing mi, fa, mi, mi, do, re, do, ti, fa, fa, mi, si, ti, re, do, si, ti, la, ti, la, si, la, ti, do, mi, fa, mi, right? So this is how I would do it. And this allows me to transpose the whole thing into a whole other key, right? So for example, if I want to sing this like in A minor, that would be my La would be actually A, just like in absolute solmization, and then could say the mi, fa, mi, right? Sorry, I just sang the wrong tones. Good. Or I can just transpose it like, I don't know, to E minor. Right? That would be a B, right? Mi, fa, mi, mi. Do, re, do, ti, fa, fa. And this is very, very easy for me because I already know the melody with solmization names, right? So I never say in my head like B, C, B, B. I would never say that. It's always mi, fa, mi, mi. And if you have a basic understanding of the piano or your instrument of choice, it can be the guitar, anything that you can play melody with. In this case, actually, this is a piano because it's easier for you to understand. And actually, we can go back to Monty because it's in D minor and then in D major. And in D minor, this is our La, right? So this D is our La. And then we can say mi, fa, mi, and then the fast part comes, right? La, la, fa, mi, do, ti, la, si, la. And then I might not be able to sing this in speed, in the right tempo. So la, ti, do, ti, la, ti, do, ti, la, ti, do, ti, la, ti, do, la, do, ti, ta, ti, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, re, do, mi, fi, si, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, si, ti, la, si, la. So this is it. And then you go there, so, fi, so, ti, re, fa, re, ti, so, fi, so, ti, re, fa, re, ti, fa, mi, fa, si, la, ti, do, re, mi, re, mi, si, ti, re, ti, si, and then you go further, and then fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, fi, si, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fi, si, la. And then we actually changed our key into D major. And you changed, so D is not your La anymore, it's your Do. That's a very important change here. So you never say now like la la, I wouldn't be able to play that. Re mi fi mi re mi fi mi re mi fi mi re mi fi mi so 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 do do la so mi re do ti do. So this is how you actually do solmization in Hungary. So that's it pretty much. Let me adjust the camera that you can see me. So that's it pretty much. That's the Hungarian solmization system. There is actually a Hungarian guy who does a really decent job on the animation. I think it's Pixar Monsters Incorporation theme or theme song. It's a very nice piece. I'm going to drop a link below, and you can also check out the card here up there somewhere, right? And that's it. So thank you, and see you all next time.